Alright, well, now that we're formally settled in from our recent move and can get back to making content, let's get things started off right by taking a quick look around the office and seeing what we're now working with to produce content here on The Manic Geek. Links for everything seen in today's video will be down in the video's description, and anything that's an affiliate or referral link will be labeled as such. Those will provide a small kickback for the channel and help support our endeavors to make more and better content here on The Manic Geek. Let's start with the main desk and my PC, which features a Ryzen 9 5900X, 4 8GB DDR4 DIMMs running at 3200 megatransfers, and an RTX 3060 Ti. The GPU is definitely in need of an upgrade, but honestly, by the time the funds become available for that, I'll likely be replacing the entire platform as well. This will likely include migrating away from this Fifine 7 Compact, which has served me well over the years, but it's getting a little long in the tooth these days for my personal tastes. We've gone back to our autonomous height-adjustable desk frame and tabletop and added on an IKEA pegboard that I mounted to the desk with some threaded pipes and fittings I found on Amazon. While functionally it works well, I would prefer better fasteners, and I may reorganize the layout a bit more. I also need to figure out how to keep the little drawers from slowly sliding out over time. My chair is a used Herman Miller Sella I picked up at a local office furniture consignment shop. We liked this one so much, we actually went back and purchased another so my partner could have one for her work desk as well. Your mileage may vary, and I will be posting updates on this chair, but we've been using them for about 2 months so far, and I'm largely quite happy with them. For displays, I have a Gigabyte M32 QC 1440p curved display, alongside a generic Acer 27-inch 1080p non-curved display. The Gigabyte display has a built-in KVM that helps with cable routing and organization for my Logitech Brio webcams I use for my face and top-down views during streams and A-roll segments, while the other display is literally just there to give me a bit more organization for my active windows. I would prefer this to be 1440p as well, but that upgrade can wait. Both displays are on mounted monitor arms. Now that we've got reduced desktop space from transitioning away from our L-shaped desk we had before, I have to set my Hako soldering iron in front of me, but I'm not super thrilled with its current placement, so that may change in time as this leads to messy cabling, which can prove kind of disastrous when dealing with an in-use, very hot soldering iron. I do also have a replacement fume extractor on the way, since the one I was using previously clamped to the side of my desk, and now with my desk having shifted dimensions and different things being in different spots now, it's just not going to work with the current layout, so that should be in the mail sooner rather than later. The audio portion of the setup has changed recently, transitioning away from my Sennheiser MKE 600 being wall-mounted to being mounted on a LOMTAP C-stand off to the side of the desk. I just didn't want to make holes in the walls here unless I really had to, and this still works great for isolating my typing test audio source from the typing surface. Powering that mic and managing levels and monitoring is the Fifine SC3 gaming audio mixer we reviewed a little while ago. This remains a great mixer and power source for our shotgun mic, though you can just get a standalone power supply if you already have a mixer. Our AM8 is still serving for voiceover duty, but is now being supported by a BM66 mic boom arm from Fifine. They make 3 different versions of this arm: our standard version, a taller version, and a low profile version. So they essentially have every possible approach angle for your mic covered. Build quality is pretty good, setup is easy, cable routing is clean and also easy. And generally speaking, I'm pretty happy to have the mic lifted off the desk now so I can take advantage of the freed up space to keep things organized during streams. I've been using this boom arm at my desk for about a month now, and so far so good. I'm a particularly huge fan of its overall low profile design. It lets me orient it so that it's more flat against the back of my desk area. It just helps me save on that little bit more desk space. So huge shout out and thank you to Fifine for sending that over for us to take a look at today. Again, links for that and everything else in today's video are down in the description. Main lighting is covered by 2 newer LED panels with a Viltrox L116T serving as fill-in light as needed. I also have a second Viltrox light on the way to serve as my dedicated filming setup. The newer panels don't give you a digital readout to know what color temp or intensity you've actually achieved, and one panel has a noticeably different temperature from the other when set to what should be the same settings, so these are kind of in need of an upgrade. But they're fine for now. We've also got some Govee RGB lighting in various spots throughout the office, including some hexagon panels on the wall to the left of my desk, and an RGB strip along the back of my IKEA storage shelf where I keep the vast majority of my current inventory. Both have easy app adjustable lighting and allow me to get some nice filler light either for streams or B-roll shots, so I now have access to some more interesting backdrop options for filming. Plus, if I'm just vibing in here, they make for some nice ambience. I've now also got a TV of my own in the office, a TCL Q65 50-inch Quantum Dot TV that I got for around $300 on sale. I had a bit of a go with this and had to return the first one due to some damage on the bezel, but now that I have a fully functioning, undamaged example, I'm pretty happy with it so far. There's features I have yet to test on it, so I won't provide a hard recommend for this one way or another, though I will be providing updates on its performance and feature set. It's mounted to a Hamudu TV stand, and I'm still looking for an entertainment center or something to set underneath for some more display and storage space. Acoustics are being held by our Elgato Wave panels, back on the wall after a brief hiatus due to the limitations of the space we were using for content. They allow me to perfectly tune this space without the sound of the room being overly compressed, which helps produce the clear typing tests we strive for in our content. We've also got a new filming desk set up using another autonomous frame and tabletop we had with some additional visual flair, including a few more pegboards with keyboards displayed on them, an RGB ring light, unfortunately not Govee, and plenty of space to make use of more of our desk mat collection for B-roll, including our XXL desk mat from mechanicalkeyboards.com. This will help us get even more dynamic shots so things don't get quite so stale visually. I also have a green screen tripod I'd like to try and incorporate into this desk back here, not necessarily for a green screen, but just so I can drape different kinds of fabrics so that I have access to even more patterns and designs that wouldn't necessarily be found on a desk mat. And while I'm not quite sure how I want to integrate it just yet, I am fully prepared to use a hole saw to make it happen. Underneath is an IKEA Alex drawer system where I've got some more keyboard storage, as well as a spot for an old jewelry organizer that I repurposed for keyboard part storage. I went over this one on a live stream and served as a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected objects can be repurposed into a useful tool for organization or even just decor. The rest of the room is grossly underutilized, specifically the space above the closet frame and the wall to the right of my desk. That currently kinda needs to remain clear, as I don't know what's going on with shelving I'd like to get installed, and I also need the space open to set a mobile AC unit for the hotter months of the year, since this house doesn't have central AC. So whatever goes in the space has to basically be on the wall below a certain point. For Deskmat storage, I've landed on these Amazon Basics wooden pants hangers I'm in process of testing, though initial results look promising. At $20 for a pack of 10, these let me hang my desk mats so they stay more or less flat at all times and get clamped in place with broad, flat, felt-padded wood panels instead of harsh, pointed or else jagged-edge clips, or being stored in a roll, potentially leading to the need to reflatten your desk mat every time you get it out to use it. It's definitely a first world issue I've got, but one I'm hoping I can report has a good long-term solution for larger desk mat collections like mine. So there you have it. There's our current workspace as it sits right now. Again, very much still a work in progress. I've still got some things to iron out and polish here and there. Definitely still have some cleaning here and there to do as well. But by and large, we are now functionally up and running, ready to get some content produced again. And I'm hoping maybe this provided you with a little bit of inspiration as to how maybe you might go forward with some office upgrades of your own. And as always, if you like what you saw, make sure you toss us a thumbs up on the way out, get subscribed and notified so you don't miss any of our content when it goes live. Also, again, make sure to check all of the links below for our socials, the Discord, and everything seen in today's content. Take care of yourselves and one another, and we'll see you all in the next video.